Robert just stepped out.
Got George, Ron. Yeah, you got 'em.
Okay, good evening, folks and everybody. I'll call this meeting to order. It's 5 p.m. This is a special meeting for Tuesday, November 16th, 2021. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Tim Hale.
Here.
Mr. Mayor, Stephanie Nowers is here. She's in the side room. She'll be out here in a second. George McKee.
Here.
Robert Yunt.
Here.
Moki Tu.
Here.
Jesse Sumner.
Here.
Tam Bovey. Here. Mr. Mayor, you do have a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Any changes to the agenda? We're going to have the Canvas Board report and swear in our new members. Okay, that agenda is as written. Mayor-elect DeVries, I know you're here someplace. Could you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? There she is. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we're at audience participation. If you are testifying by telephone and would like to speak under audience participation, please hit *3 on your phone. Again, hit *3. You will hear your hand has been raised. You will know it's your turn to testify when you hear your line has been unmuted. And otherwise, we'll take participants from the audience to start with. Anybody in the audience wish to speak to the assembly on swearing in night? Canvas board night? Ma'am, come on forward. We got two, so.
Thank you. I did sign up.
Can I get you? I didn't grab the paper and I'm so
No,
sorry. If you can turn your mic on, that would be great. Yep. You're good.
I'm moving into the 21st century. Okay, good afternoon, Mayor Halter, Mayor-elect DeVries, Assembly and Assembly-elect members and borough staff. My name is Linda Oxley and I'm Chair of Waco out in Willow, and I've been authorized to speak on behalf of our community. We want to extend our sincere thanks and appreciation to Mayor Halter and Assemblywoman Bovey for the excellent support and caring they have provided to Willow and the other communities in our borough during their tenures. Mayor Halter started this chapter of his public leadership as an assemblyman for District 7 and now finishes his terms as mayor. He has worked incredibly hard to promote a balanced vision of economic development and environmental stewardship. Both of these elements in the vision are critical. We do need all types of jobs for our populations, but we need the environment for our tourists and for our health, frankly. He is a fearless and relentless communicator and found ways to make changes sell and to be funded. Whatever his next role is in public leadership, we can be reassured that he takes with him a deep understanding and an even deeper appreciation of the diversity of our borough, of our peoples, and of its issues. Assemblyman Bovey has just finished step 2 in her chapter of public leadership. She worked so hard to be with the people of District 7, attending almost every single meeting of every single group, almost all the time, to listen, learn, and then advocate for all of us within the borough leadership and to the assembly decision-making. She was tireless in her efforts to find creative funding for projects for her whole district and was instrumental in the successes of the recovery efforts for our fire-damaged communities up north. In the process of learning than doing, Assemblywoman Bovey was able to provide networking tips, names, and numbers so that those of us at even more local leadership could grow ourselves. All of you know they are from Willow and demonstrate pride in being from our community. We thank both of you for your service, for your fearless leadership, your outstanding contributions, and your demonstration of real and enjoyed advocacy for the borough and District 7. And we are delighted you are coming home to Willow. And as you might imagine, we have lined up lots of work for them and their talents. On behalf of all of the Willow people, thank you for your years of service to our community. Thank you.
Forget that work part. Thank you. Ma'am, come on forward, please.
All right, I won't take up a lot of time, but thank you for giving me a few moments of your evening before the next meeting. My name is Roberta Warner, and I serve as Vice Chair on the Board of Directors for the Natsu Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau. And I'm here representing that organization and our membership tonight to say thank you. I thank you to all of you, familiar faces and new. We appreciate the service you provide our communities within the borough. But tonight we want to spend an extra moment saying thank you to two outgoing faces. Assemblywoman Tam Bovey and Mayor Halter, thank you so much for your service. Our industry thanks you greatly. Especially in the last 20 months, you can imagine we've had some significant challenges of which you've both created some significant conversation and engagement, helping us make strides forward. So thank you both. We wish you the best in your future and adventures, and we hope that your faces do not become strangers within our industry. And our door is open to all of you at any time. We look forward to growing tourism in this borough together. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak to the assembly? Sir, come on forward. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Ron Johnson. I'm a 31-year resident of the Natsu, and I live in the Butte. I want to thank every one of you for your service, Mr. Halter, Ms. Bovey, and Mr. McKee. You have failed to be mentioned tonight, but George, you've given us 6 years of your time in your life. And George, I appreciate your leadership and your direction you have taken this assembly. And so, George, my friend, I just want to recognize you also and thank you. And I look forward to having the better half sitting in that seat.
Yeah, well said. Anybody else in the audience wish to speak? Any telephonics? We have a telephonic, so our telephone caller, please go ahead.
Hello, my name is John Anderson, Anderson. I lived in Willow for a long time. I now live in Arizona, but I've known Vernon for a long time, way back to the early 80s. I was doing trail interviews on the 1983 Iditarod for Cabin Radio, to any of those longtime people who might remember that. I met Vernon in Shagluck, about 500 miles into the race, and we've been friends ever since. Years later, a group of about 10 hardcore campaign staffers were standing out on the Parks Highway during Vernon's first run for mayor. We were out in front of the Fred Meyers in Wasilla. The wind was blowing 30, wreaking havoc on our Vernon Halter for mayor signs. It was snowing sideways. We were walking up and down the street, stomping our feet, just trying to stay warm. Everybody was miserable. About then, Vernon chirps in with that wry smile of his and said, "Having some fun now, ain't we, guys?" And everybody swore at him at once. It's that kind of stuff that's made him good for the borough. First serving on the planning commission, and then the assembly, and finally as mayor. He's approached these tasks the same way he's done throughout his career. First as a second Louis in the Army, and as a public defender for the state, top 10 5 Iditarod musher, a Yukon Quest winner. He brought these same approaches to his time at the borough. Yeah, in the current political climate, you're either loved or you're hated. There's no middle. There seems to be none. However, I think Vernon's approach has always been use common sense, be honest, keep it simple, and try to do what's best for the borough. So I think he's done that. Congratulations, Mayor, on a good run. And don't forget to give Lonnie that cell phone on your way out the door tonight, okay? Best of luck at what comes next, Vernon.
Thank you, Andy. The cell phone's broken, by the way. Okay, anybody else? Any more telephonics? Anybody else in the audience? Dee McKee, come forward, please. And congratulations.
There's somebody that isn't here tonight, and I have been coming to these meetings for the last 6 years, and he was always here, and he always had a briefcase, and he always had something to say. And I didn't, for a while, he wasn't here, and I just said, well, he's obviously busy somewhere else. I don't even know his last name. His first name was Eugene. I'm sure everybody here knows that.
Eugene Carl Haberman.
All right. And I just found out recently that he died. And I just want to say that, you may not always agree with everyone on everything, but he was here all the time. And I think I will miss him.
Thank you for bringing Eugene Carl Haberman. I was going to dedicate the 6 p.m. assembly meeting to Eugene Carl, and rest in peace. So thank you. Anyone else? Sir, come on forward.
Good evening. My name is Justin Saunders. I am the membership manager for Natsu Convention and Visitors Bureau. And I also want to thank all of our outgoing elected officials for your time serving all of us. Better you than me. I don't know how you guys accomplish what you do, and I'm very impressed and grateful to you. And I especially want to also thank Mayor Vernhalter for his support for the travel industry. And many of you might already know this, but before his time as mayor and as assemblyman, he did serve on the Natsu CVB Board of Directors and was a lot easier to get a hold of back then. And you know, my fellow staffers will recall me several times pacing through the office and cursing like a sailor because I can't get a hold of Vernhalter for this or that thing. But I got your number, and I know where you live, and we'll be in touch. Thanks a lot.
That number has been changed. Anyone else wish to speak to the assembly? Mr. Spolden, welcome.
Hello, Todd Smolden. I am representing the governor's office right now, and I just wanted to say on behalf of the governor, thank you, Assemblymember Bovee, Assemblymember McKee. I will especially miss your questions, and Mayor Halter for your service. And you know, with two of you from Willow, there's a little bit of a hole leaving the dais, but we'll be well represented with Ron. So thank you for your service, and congratulations to new people coming on board. And I look forward to working with them as well as still with you if you have any questions or need anything. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Mr. Mayfield.
Good evening, Dan Mayfield. I'm just mostly here to say thanks. First off, I want to say thanks to the Canvas Board and the clerk's office for your stupendous work and campaign and all the dedication that you show in making our election safe. So thank you very much for that. I also want to congratulate the candidates who were successful in the campaign. And say thanks to our departing members. George, Mr. McKee, we had a lot of disagreements while I was on the assembly, but you certainly stood up for your positions and did so with conviction and gave 6 years of service, and I certainly thank you for that. Madam Deputy Mayor, I am going to miss you, your partnership, the dedication that you showed to your folks during virtually fire and flood, and seeing the Willow Library come to fruition, and you truly did some great things for your district, and your service was just stupendous, and so I wanted to say thanks. Mayor Halter, gosh, I just can't say enough about you. I'm so proud to have served with you for 6 years, and I know that you had an illustrious career even before then as a planning commissioner and an assembly member. I was lucky enough to serve with you for 1 year there, and I sure appreciated the partnerships at that time. And then as mayor for 5 years, and I was truly honored to be your deputy mayor for a year. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you. You do give our Natsu Borough the dedication and the honor of your service. And so thank you all very much. Have a good evening.
Anyone else wish to speak to the assembly? Any telephonics left? Okay, we'll close public hearing at this time. And I think we have a few newly elected school board members here. If there are any why don't everybody stand up and if you want, come on up and introduce yourself and see if you, we didn't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but.
Yeah, I was not planning on that at all. Sweating already. My name is Jubilee Underwood. I am School Board District 4, And I get sworn in tomorrow night, so 6 o'clock over at the district office. And I am looking forward to serving this community for the next 3 years. And thank you as well, as this is all new to us, new to me. And yeah, I thank you guys all for your service here as well. It's like just getting into all the politics and everything. And I really, really appreciate seeing it from a different angle on the time and the service that you guys pour into our community behind the scenes that many people have no idea until it affects their own lives and their houses. So thank you.
Thank you. And we do have joint school board assembly meetings, so you'll be meeting with us regularly. And congratulations. Anyone else, newly elected school board members? Okay. We've closed out, so let's go to Madam Clerk, to our canvas board, please.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to introduce our Canvas Board members, and I'd like to ask you ladies to stand, and I know you're so excited about that. Temple Christensen, Audra Godin, Helen Milkey, and Teresa Thompson. Teresa's our chair. These are the ladies that have been working the last 2 weeks to get everything done, so thank you very much. Are we doing that?
We're doing the wave, yeah.
And now I'd like to ask Teresa to come on up and give the Canvas Board report.
Well, hopefully I can speak eloquently, even though I'm not necessarily speaking from the heart as far as all these logistic numbers and whatnot. But Mr. Mayor and the Assembly, we, the Canvas Board, report these findings as follows. The total voters cast was 15,000, thank you. I do money for a living, sorry. It's always the decimal. 15,969. The total counted was 15,860, with a percentage of 17.86. I want to share an impressive proactive step that our clerk and staff have pulled off. We are the first municipality, even before the state, which did actual early voting with the machine. It's a step forward in a healthy direction because it certainly saved us a lot of time and energy canvassing, which was nice. Reported from a precinct district at Houston, 1020, during election day, they discovered a printing goof. There was a blank ballot found in the ballot pad of 25. Things happen. While canvassing the ballots, a voter came in to hand deliver by mail ballot, but only had the ballot inside the secrecy sleeve. No documentation to put it back with. That chair, that chair at Tenina 1015 put it in a questioned envelope. And then at the end of the night, Lonnie was made aware of it and placed it in a blue envelope for us to process along with the by mail ballots. At Susitna 1030, which had a yellow ballot, the question ballot, which gets folded, right, was scanned into the machine by the voter. At closing, it was removed from the scanned batch by the election officials there, and then it was put into the prepared question envelope with and included in that count. Essentially, it was counted twice. We canvassed the bar to find polls cast at 188, yet the tape report read 189. There was no note on the envelope by the poll workers to verify which person's ballot it was. In this precinct, there were 2 full counts, 4 partials, 2 of which had a reason code number 13 voted out of precinct, and the other 2 were reason code number 14 moved. In other words, this particular ballot was counted twice. There was nothing the Canvas Board could do to fix that issue. At Springer Loop, 1195, which had a blue ballot type, we found their bar off. There were 380 actual ballots scanned, yet 381 signatures were in the register. We verified the top stubs, spoiled and questioned ballots, found no special needs, and counted the register twice. From this, we deduced that there were one too many signatures on the register. The bar justified at 380. At Fairview, number 1, 12200, and Snowshoe, 12210, both which had pink area-wide with the Assembly District 3 ballot types in their shared location. 2 ballots issued by 12210 were scanned in the ballot box at 12200. When justifying those bars, we found this to be accurate. At 12210, 2 ballots minus from their tape report, while at 12200 was plus 2 ballots from their ballots issued. While canvassing the by mail ballots, we had an issue with a voter who died before the ballot arrived. It was signed and witnessed on October 20th. This voter deceased on Saturday, October 23rd. The envelope was postmarked on Monday, October 25th. We received it here on Tuesday, October 26th. Of course, we had some concern about what to do with this. We counseled with Nick, our attorney, on this, and there was no reason code for such a matter in this state. So he looked into it and reported back to us that in 30 states, 14 say it counts and 16 say no to reject the ballot. Since there is no declaration in Alaska on this matter, we, the Canvass Board, would like you to adopt an ordinance. The attorney explained to us that if we do count the ballot, we cannot go back and uncount it. But if we do not count it, we can go back and add the count. He also explained to us that neither is a reason for a recount. So it was too much of a gray matter. It would be nice to have some clarity there. We sided with the voter on this instance and counted the vote. After we canvassed the ballots, while opening a special needs envelope, we found a voter voted a sample ballot in place of the actual printed ballot. We presumed that the poll worker took to heart the hard and fast rule: no ballots leave the precinct. So we did a hand count for that. Nothing the Canvass Board found could affect the election results. Before we ask you to close the election, is there any questions from you that I might be able to clarify?
Mr. Sumner?
Did we count the sample ballot or not?
It counted in the hand count process.
Okay.
Yeah. We felt like it was intended for the vote. It came in the envelope provided and all the work was there, so.
Any other questions? If not, thank you very much.
Okay. We, the Canvass Board, find these findings to be true and accurate. We respectfully submit that you accept this report to close the election. Thank you for your time and consideration. If I may speak for myself and this board, we appreciate each of you for your service given. We are in awe of the dedication with attention to detail that Ms. McKechnie and her staff provide, and they too deserve an applaud. In our communities, I feel like we must work together in an atmosphere of courtesy, respect, and civility. Perhaps there's never been a more important time for our neighbors all around the world to stand together for the common good of one another. We want to thank you for allowing us to serve.
Thank you. Assemblywoman Bovee, would you move to certify the election?
I move to certify the November 2, 2021 regular borough election.
Any discussion? Any objection, assembly members? Hearing and seeing no objection, the November 2nd, 2021 regular election results are certified. Oath of office, Madam Clerk. She'll call you in order. I don't know which order, but she'll call you.
Watch your step coming for you. People are gonna wanna take pictures, so I'm gonna be this way. Ready? I can have you raise your right hand. I state your name,
Edna DeVries,
having been duly elected
having been duly elected
to the office of
to the office of
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Mayor
Matanuska-Susitna Borough Mayor
with the term beginning
with the term beginning
November 22nd, 2021,
November 22nd, 2021,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and that I will honestly,
that I will honestly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as mayor
as mayor
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I have Ms. McKees come forward?
George, you want to join him down front?
Yeah. Sorry, Dee.
We got this.
I never have, so I can be forgiven. You can't. He's coming. He's right here.
By the way, if Brian, our son, would run after she finishes, we could become the Clintons of the farm.
Anybody else?
Like,
So I can get you to raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Dolores McKee,
having been duly elected
having been duly elected
to the office of
to the office of
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly
with a term beginning
with a term beginning
November 22nd, 2021,
November 22nd, 2021,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and that I will honestly,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duty
as Assembly Member
as Assembly Member
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. Sumner.
isn't he looking sharp tonight there? I can tell you what, huh?
I can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Jesse Sumner,
having been duly elected
having been duly elected
to the office of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly
to the office of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly
with the term beginning
with the term beginning
November 22nd, 2021,
November 22nd, 2021,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and that I will honestly,
and I will honestly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as an Assembly Member
as an Assembly Member
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I thought you were over here. I was looking at the dog. If you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Ron Bernier,
having been duly elected
have been duly elected
to the office of
to the office of
the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly,
Matanuska-Susitna
Borough Assembly,
Borough Assembly
with the term beginning
with the term beginning
November 22nd, 2021,
November 22nd,
2021.
2021.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and that I will honestly,
and I will honestly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as an assembly member
as an assembly member
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. To the people that just took the oath, I will need you to sign your oath before you leave here tonight, just to give you a heads up.
Okay, we have conducted our swearing in, so congratulations to everyone. Assemblywoman McKee, Mr. Bernier, Assemblyman, Mayor-elect DeVries. Remember, I hold power till midnight, Sunday night. Don't try to pull any funny stuff on me. Yes, right. A little humor is good, isn't it, huh? We enjoy that. And Assemblyman Summer, welcome to your second term. So, okay, let's go to comments. So, staff, Mr. Manager, comments? Mr. Attorney.
We say goodbyes now or after the 6 o'clock meeting?
After the 6th.
After the
Okay.
6th.
We need to keep it up.
All right, we'll keep
Okay.
it,
We'll keep this one
airy.
low profile. Okay,
No comments.
no comments.
Congratulations to the
Madam Clerk?
newly elected officials.
Congratulations to the newly elected.
I'll just run down some of the Sumner comments.
I'd just like to thank the canvassing board again. So I was there a few times, and I think that, you know, the canvassing board and the clerks do an exceptional job. They're very, very thorough. And yeah, thank you.
Okay. Mr. McKee, comments?
I would just like to thank everyone in the borough clerk's office for their tolerance and keeping me from making too much of a fool of myself. Okay? I really appreciated your help, and the same thing goes with the borough attorney. They made life easy for me. Thank you very much, folks.
Mr. Tu, comments?
I'd like to say thank you to the canvassing board. They did a great job, and welcome aboard to the new guys. And I'll see you guys later, I guess.
Mr. Hale.
Yeah, I'd just like to repeat the thanks to the canvassing board. They do a lot of hard work. And if anybody who's interested in how elections work, you should go check out the process. It's pretty incredible. And I want to thank everyone who ran for office this go around, especially the winners. It takes a lot of guts to do that. And I'm looking forward to working with you.
Ms. Nauert, comments?
I also wanted to say thank you to the canvassing board. That's a tedious and thankless job, so getting a chance to say thank you, and wish everybody had a chance to kind of hear what the process entails and what it goes through. So thank you for that, and congratulations to the new candidates as well.
Mr. Yount?
Drew the short end of the stick here. Everybody already said everything. So congratulations to everybody that ran. It takes a special type of person to put themselves out there to try to represent the community, and win or lose, we're all super grateful for everything that everybody does. So, or at least I am. So the canvassing board, you couldn't beg me to do it. You guys work so hard. And so we appreciate it. And yeah, thank you.
Ms. Bovee.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the canvas board and the clerk's office. It is a thankless job, so it's very much appreciated. And congratulations to the newly elected assembly members.
Okay, I feel good. I feel whole. 15 years with the Natsu Borough, and I not one to look back. Always look forward. So Mayor-elect DeVries and all you new assembly members and the current assembly, who I totally respect, I know the borough's in great hands with the manager and our staff, so let's keep going that direction. So with that, we will adjourn the meeting. It looks like it's about 5:35 PM. And so we're in adjournment. We'll come back on record at 6 PM for our regular meeting.
Some cupcakes in
There's cupcakes
Probably didn't order enough with the crowd. But, okay.
in the room right next to us, so go ahead.